This is Paul with PJM Incorporated. I am doing a pre-drywall inspection from a townhome, and I'm watching these guys put the truss on the building adjacent to our building. And if you ever wonder why, when we go into a home, we see so much staining and we often call it out, it's because these guys are storing this stuff outdoors. And if you look real closely, I mean, even if I could zoom in at the discolored 2x4s, I mean, these things must have been laying in, in wet conditions out in the yard and stuff like that. And, we understand that that's part of the process. But when you see this type of wood in a finished home, when you go in there and you look at it, it's way too late to correct it. So doing a pre-drywall inspection is a really good idea. The place I'm in right now, we have the similar problem. Can you see the discolored 2x4s? Everywhere you look, basically we've got that discoloration. So we have to call it out. It's something that does get noticed. And when you notice it, you can't ignore it. It's something that is a part of the materials that I use, so you have to call it for what it is. In this particular townhome, my comments are going to be that the concrete materials are in excellent condition, but the wood materials are in substandard condition, meaning that they have to be evaluated, maybe scrubbed, because there's going to be not only dirt on these things, but also mold and things like that. That's something that may come up, and it may come up in resale. So if you buy a new construction home and nobody mentions this to you, I guarantee you that a home inspector at some point in time, while they're inspecting the finished home, is going to look inside that attic space and see what we're seeing right now. And the comment's going to be that it should be treated. Well, if that's the case, then it's going to require documentation after it's treated to show that it has been treated. So like when these folks who buy this home go to sell it at some point in time, they'll have some documentation from the builder showing that it's been evaluated by a qualified assessor and it's actually been taken care of. And that letter should be retained, so that when you go to sell the property, you're not having to deal with it then, because it's much harder then to be able to take care of it. Now is the time to take care of it. There's no drywall in place. Everything is accessible. This is Paul with PJM Incorporated making the case to get a pre-drywall inspection. Just one of the many things that inspectors will be looking for when we inspect for you. Thank you.